It's Saturday afternoon.
Yes, yes.
It's the In the Know podcast.
What's going on? What's going on?
Boy Jay Cutter,
In the building.
T the Chef.
My dude.
And we were to have a guest today, but she fell ill. And we just hoping she gets better. And
Yeah.
we're going to reschedule and get her in here today. But man, you know what? Well, it's been a couple of weeks. And it's been crazy for me. Man, I'm
Talk about it. Where you at?
been on the road here and there and everywhere and parlaying and, chilling, just trying to take it easy. Because, man, look here. If you don't take no break, it's going to break you.
Yeah.
So you got to learn how
One
to
way or
take
the
them.
other.
Yeah, you got to learn how to take them breaks. And I had to take one, brother. And so it's been riding up and down the road, trying to see what we can see. And,
Right.
looking at homes.
Okay.
You know, 'cause,
Big
we-
moves. Big moves.
Yeah, because well, our last one graduated, so technically we empty nesters. So it may be time to make that final move. So I'm looking for me a farm though.
I was gonna say. So let's just be honest. When you get rid of your last child, you're looking to get rid of the stairs too.
Exactly. Flat land, baby.
Ranch, please.
Yeah, so that's
Real
exactly
deal.
what is going on. So
All these flights of stairs, was rough. That thing rough after a while.
but no, you think it's rough going up them? Wait till you fall down.
So I wasn't trying to do all that. I wasn't trying to fall that way. I wasn't.
Back when I was sick and my legs wasn't working.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Man down.
trapped.
But he was like Cat Williams on
I was
Friday
trapped.
After Next.
I was trapped in the hallway.
Chat under the mannequin.
I'm just like this, bruh. Big as I am.
Mm.
Head going this way, feet going that way. In that little space.
11:30.
Can't go nowhere.
Pimping the stairs.
Boy, look at it.
Yeah,
That wasn't
tough.
fun, house. That was no
Hey,
fun.
but I can imagine. That's terrible.
So, yeah, man. Other than that, though, shout out to my baby boy. He graduated, got him done,
He's
and
right.
trying to get him.
Talk about it.
Listen,
I see it on your face. Talk about
listen,
it. Talk about it.
You know how I'm gonna tell you what living with Zay
Okay.
has to be like living with a combination of
Oh no.
you got
A combo?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you said-
Hold on. You got the smart one that know everything,
Mm-hmm.
that likes to talk,
Mm-hmm.
and then the smart one over here who just kind of sneaky, kind of laying the cut type.
Mm-hmm.
That's what living with
Wow.
Zay is like.
Wow.
Living like.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But it was funny because he come to me the other day and he's like, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna talk to you about something." I'm like, you just take it because you don't know what's coming.
Right.
He say,
You know it's coming out of left field though.
he said, "No, I'm serious. I'm gonna talk to you about investing." Really? Okay. What you want to know?
Right.
Oh, how do I get into, doing it this way and that? I was like, oh man, I got you. Listen, whenever you got time, when you ain't working in school and all that, we sit down and I show you how to try to navigate it the best I know how. Now,
You're right.
I'm coming from where my little piece of knowledge. I tell you, I ain't the Wolf of Wall Street or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I can help you make a few dollars.
Hey.
So.
No, that's right.
It's been all over the place, and ain't no set topic today because, we had set topic, but like I said, we had, our guest came up ill, so, man, it's rambling today. It's about whatever you feel, because,
Shout out to April. Y'all feel better.
right,
Pray for you.
all the time.
Get right. You know what I mean, and bounce back. We was looking forward to it because of the festival. On July 21st, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be
Connor
there
Steve
live.
Park.
Yes, sir. County Park, Welford. We're gonna be live, baby.
Hey,
We're gonna
man,
be
it's
out
gonna be,
there. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. You know
what
why
I'm
though?
saying? Why is that?
Cause you gonna be running the media
Stupid.
for Indigo Podcast.
They have messed up and gave me the mic.
But they gave him the big mic.
Hey, and see, like, and I'm gonna have shouts out to Shia Henderson, man. She's gonna be there to help do the recording.
Shout out to Shy. She just had a birthday.
Shots by Shia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Celebrating business and everything.
Yeah, that's it.
One of the young people we can be proud of, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to her, man. Big accomplishments.
Yeah.
She's doing big things, man.
Yep.
Appreciate her.
Proud of her.
Appreciate her, yeah.
And but I say, look at here. I say, well, if I'm cooking, somebody got to run the mic. It ain't no better man to do it but you.
About to be all over the place.
But everywhere.
All over the place.
I know this gonna be.
I'm gonna pop up on you with a fish plate in your hand. Brother, tell us what kind. You understand what I'm saying?
Let's do it now. Mustard bread and hot sauce going everywhere. But man, look at here.
Hey, but you gotta come out.
That event gonna be cool because it's free to the public.
Yeah.
And basically you get to come through the food, a lot of music acts. You know, it'll be stuff there for the kids. It's gonna be a nice event, and it's on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's gonna be other vendors there too that you can purchase things from, network with. Shout out to the business owners, man. This is one of those events that you come to and connect yourself with others that are doing what you do. You guys may be on different levels doing it, but yet and still you're doing the same thing. So this is one of those times
and
to
then,
connect.
I really wanted to show off this.
Boom.
Look at that.
Yes, sir.
We's on the wall. That's all right, man. Shout out to my brother Keith Oliver, straight out of Whitesburg, Kentucky. He put that in there, man, and it's a work of art. So I appreciate it.
Wonderful
doing
job,
that,
man. Wonderful job.
Doing that for us.
Yeah.
And like I say though, man, this a venting session. Just roll with it today, cause
quick shout to the Boston Celtics for beating Luka. I can't stand Luka. I'm gonna tell you why. It's been in me. It's been on me from last year.
It looked like it.
My man, but it's been on me. I don't like Luka because he's a crybaby. This is the thing. I understand if you get fouled every once in a while and they don't call it. I get it. But not after every shot you miss. Somebody that's on your wrist, you didn't follow through, brother. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, he tears the game down. Because instead of getting back, hustling on defense, he's talking to the ref, jogging, looking all slow. Meanwhile, your team getting the hell beat out of them 5-on-4. Because you still down here trying to plead your little raggedy case that ain't nobody even looking at. You know what I'm saying? I just, shout out to the Boston Celtics, man. Give them hell. I love it. Give them hell. Sweep them if you want to. I call 4-2 at the most. It'll go 6 games at the longest. But I really think, and that's probably because of Kyrie, but I really think it's going to be 4-1. Boston is just entirely too strong. They have a 3-man front that is really, really ridiculous with Porzingis at 7 foot. Then you got Tatum and Brown, big guards who can guard any position pretty much. So you have 3 dudes giving it to 2. Kyrie, love you, bro. Know you do your thing, but you and Luke over there, and it's a little tight right now. You feel me? Because y'all don't have a 3rd man. Y'all need a 3rd scorer. So, Mr. Cube, Mark Cube, see about getting them a 3rd scorer so y'all can compete with these boys. But anyway,
you had that all
that
up
when I tell you we were at the barbershop, man, we were at the shop, and it was just really, really, really on me in every conversation. I was like, I can't stand it. They've ruined basketball. It's sports entertainment now. They're acting, they flop, they fall all over the place.
But isn't that everything now?
Yeah, that's true.
Like
it's fake like
NFL,
everything.
I don't even know how them boys. It's touch football.
They're going to be playing flag football in a couple of years. In the NBA, they're gonna be doing everything crazy. I'm gonna tell you what, the WNBA. Shout out to the girls that still hitting people. Appreciate
right,
you. Because
right.
they play more physical.
And that's been a hot topic here lately.
Ooh, they play more physical.
But the thing about it is,
I love
it's more being the people who are, rooting for Caitlin Clark and saying she's the savior and all this kind of stuff. And at the same time, we done had ballers in there before she got here.
I have a take on that too.
It's I got a take on it too. But go ahead with you.
No, because it's funny that you say it that way, because really the media set her up.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They really literally put her in front of the lions and the wolves and said, "Well, I bet you won't eat her. I bet you won't eat her." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you can't tell these girls who have been, I'm sorry, not girls, these ladies.
Women, yeah.
These ladies, I'm sorry, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no trouble. You feel me? Don't come see me at the shop. Well, you can come see me, but we're gonna take a photo. But
ain't even get a haircut.
You see what I'm saying? I would line you up. But this is the thing. Like, she basically was set up to say, I'm the one that's gonna bring the money. I'm the one that's gonna bring you prosperity. I'm saving your life is what she's coming at. And see, that doesn't sit well with players who have day in and day out been working hard, day in and day out been working hard, been trying to find the right team, find the right chemistry, different things of that nature.
And chasing the bag.
Right, and see the WBNA. See, this is the thing about them. I was telling the cat the other day. I said, look at the commercials that come on during the WNBA game versus an NBA game. I said, and now you see basically the gap in the money. Now you see it,
right?
Because they need those sponsors. They don't have those $1 billion sponsors that are dropping every time they turn around. It's a Miller Lite commercial. It's this, that commercial. Nike doing it. Under Armour doing this. All this. That's why I was happy to see State Farm step up and bring Asia and all those girls in, Sabrina. Bringing them in, because they deserve to be paid to the point where they don't have to work another job. That's crazy. And then the WNBA is setting a precedent for the women's softball league as well, because they need to make a professional women's softball league, because you might as well make it all the way across the board if you're gonna do it. You might as well do it both sides, because that's gonna help so many different things. You know what I'm saying? So many kids, because it's like girls have. I give this perfect example, then I'm gonna hush. But see, you check this out. This is the thing that gets me about them. They get on, but see, as soon as they get a little position, a little limelight, they gotta show their butt. They gotta show their body to get the same thing that a dude get by just showing up. You know what I'm saying? They're having to be models. They're having to do this, do that in order to kind of make their money.
The gap.
And get endorsements, different things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
And
so it's
And for me,
tell me where you at.
You got to understand. For me, I'm a diehard Clemson fan, but I give mad love and all respect.
I'll hold none of that against you. I'll hold none of that against you. CJ, I'm just saying.
I look at it like, everybody keeps saying Caitlin Clark, but I look at it actually as Dawn Staley and the Gamecocks having the run that they've had that really is starting to put a light on players that are going to the WNBA. You get what I'm saying? Because really, when you think about it, when you look at women's basketball, you had Pat Sumner on her run with Tennessee, and then in there, the UConn girls got hot for a while. You get what I'm saying? And then there were stars that came out of every one of those teams. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like when they went to the WNBA, just because it just wasn't covered the same. It was like we didn't even know. What's going on with them? You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, unless something bad happened to them, you know what I mean? So it was like, okay, and I think it's just been more light to me put on the whole game of women's basketball, college and, the WNBA with Dawn Staley and the Gamecock girls
Okay.
running like they running.
I blame social media. I'm gonna tell you why. Because people love drama, not progress.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? You can
Not
show
the D
all
word,
the progress
not the D word.
in the world, and people are like, "Oh yeah, that's cool, whatever." Oh, but did you see when old girl pushed old girl? Stupid shit. Like we
Right.
place value on the ignorant part of the story versus the progress. It's like,
and I think that's I think that's another thing. You
That's
know,
major,
going with this
man.
past week, you know, with Caitlin Clark and the young lady. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody saw when she bumped her, and she done the little flop.
hey,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
real, for real.
But
She
nobody
flopped
saw
like hell.
nobody saw the play before that.
When she slapped old girl with her hand, like, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So now
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
oh, then
yeah.
you know, people go back and go, oh, you know what I mean? But
Right.
you had a chance to, before you put it out there
Come
like
on,
that,
come on.
to play the whole story.
Come on.
You just played the part that you knew was gonna get the what I want to say, the Caitlin Knights. Just all
How about this? Stephen A. came. But see, no, I used to drag Stephen, but he came through. I'm gonna tell you what happened after old girl got on his head. Beautiful lady, what's her name?
In the interview they had with Shannon Sharp.
Angela, what's it? Mick.
I can think of it.
Mick something. What is her name?
Look it up if you have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. But the thing I was saying is that he said she was a cash cow, and that they're gonna protect the cash cow by any means, and it made so much sense. I've never agreed with Stephen A, but I did then because
So that make her Tom Brady.
that's pretty much what is going on. Because see, she's the one that's bringing the money.
Wow.
And see, with her bringing the money in, you're not gonna be able to touch her. You're not gonna be able to hurt her. You're not gonna be able to do those things to her because the money is on her back. If she's not on the floor, they're not kicking in the bread because they were talking about
But
how.
I think you just go back. That just goes back to the companies that had a chance before she even got there and decided, oh no, we wait. You know what I mean?
But see that, and that's the thing though. Like it's just not. It's not. You're never gonna get a fair base.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not gonna get a fair base when you're looking at it that way.
Of course.
And that's why I was just like, wait a minute. She got on Stephen A. so bad. I really felt bad for her. Because like, boy, Monica McNutt, yes sir. Monica McNutt, she got on Stephen A. so bad because she was right. She said, you've had this platform for years, but you've never mentioned the WNBA girls. There have been girls that have been better than Caitlin that have come out.
Oh, yeah.
Stewart, different girls, man, them was better than her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you didn't make a platform for them, but now you are making all of this and that for Caitlin. She fried him. It wasn't nothing. He had to come correct the next day. You know what I'm saying? When he came back talking about, like, well, in this situation, if you look at it, they're going to protect the cash cow. You know what I'm saying? And I perfectly understand because it's business at the end of the day. It's not basketball. People have to understand once you leave high school basketball, the game of basketball is over for you. Now it is a business.
Gotcha.
From college, because see, college is now semi-pro because everybody get checks, so it's all semi-pro now. You know what I'm saying? The classroom is secondary. Really and truly, I wouldn't be surprised if they separated the classrooms from the court or the field and make them actually semi-pro athletes. I would not be surprised at all, and like school would be an option.
Wow.
Because you have to see it, like when the coaches change teams, they give that coach a certain amount of money to buy other players. They look, you come over here to us. I got you a cool 10 mil waiting. Man, go buy some boys. Let's get busy. You see what I'm saying? Like it's so far away from any type of loyalty. It's all money now. You know what I'm saying? So like when Stephen A said the cash cow for the girl, I was like, dude, you right. It's absolutely the truth.
And
they protected her by any means.
We were just talking about that yesterday at lunch because we were talking about, how to end the NIL, when it comes to college football players. And I said, man, you got to understand, that's what Nick Saban was saying is the reason he left. Because it is no more, it's going to be hard to tell a kid that's already got a $2 million deal. Anything. You understand what I'm saying? It's like,
my daughter's a cat burglar. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, but you got to understand, the same thing that's going on with college is the same thing that's going on in high school, and the same thing that's going on in, believe it or not, youth football. Youth football has gotten down to V-Bucks for these kids' games.
Okay.
So now I see a kid, and I think he good, and I know he played for the opposing team. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come to the ball field on Saturday, and even though my team ain't playing, I'm gonna find out who his mama is, and they praying that it's a single mom.
Gangster.
You get what I'm saying?
Any benefit of making
because
a move. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you in the limelight. No, I'm saying in the limelight. Think about it. You gonna go to actually anybody, and go tell them, look, I'm gonna cover their uniforms, which I want people to get out of understanding what uniforms cost is, but that's a whole different subject. I'm gonna cover their uniforms. I'm gonna pick them up. I'm gonna drop them off. I'm gonna put them in front of this person, that person.
I'm about to make your life easy.
And I'm gonna guarantee them a championship ring. And I posted this on my Facebook page. Listen.
How you guarantee a championship?
Listen. You can guarantee a championship this way.
All right, talk about it.
If your director of your organization is also the commissioner of the league, he can guarantee a championship.
You got an inside plug. Yeah.
You feel me? So it makes your recruiting a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
Because now people are not sending their kids for the development of them. I need a trophy. I need hardware. That's what means anything these days.
That's true.
And that's just honest.
That's true. Yeah.
So it goes back to seeing kids go on the teams so they can get that type of stuff, but don't never hit the field. So he ain't developed. He got championship rings, sure enough, but he ain't developed. So now, here comes the college. Well, even if he tried as a walk-on, he ain't even gonna know what to do. You know why? Because he ain't never get on the field. You weren't worried about developing him. You just needed him to be on a team that got a trophy, that got some hardware. Ain't about developing kids no more, man.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
It's been like
gone.
that though. That's been gone. Like,
it's gone.
You know what I'm saying? It's been.
And
gone.
it's sad. It hurts.
Yeah.
Because I actually see a lot of. I've seen good players. We've had good ball players, and people uproot them because that team got more swag than them. They got 2 more jerseys, a special one for breast cancer. They got, you know what I'm saying? They got all this filler.
All that flash.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when your kid was walking on and was a starter over here, and he was developing, now he's sitting on the bench. He a cheerleader. You get what I'm saying? All because somebody say I need the hardware. The hardware means more than their performance, and it's sad. You know, so that's what a lot of these teams are going through. I seen a guy post yesterday about the high school transfer for portal. That's what it feels like, because cats are just upping their kids and moving them to where people are getting championships that ain't even in their school district, just so they can say, hey, I won such and such.
Being an ex coach, that used to hurt coming out of middle school, because you would spend time at the middle school recruiting and different things. But at 8th grade, you can go wherever you want to go.
Right.
Griffin County, doesn't matter what you geocoded for. You can go to any school as long as you have transportation coming out of your 8th grade year. And see, all of these rules, man, I'm going to be honest with you. The rules that they're now making for the younger grades line up with the end result of getting somewhere getting paid. It all lines up, because from the 8th grade through graduation, you have the choice to go where you want to go. Get to college, you have the choice to go where you want to go. All it's riding on is your talent. You can transfer pool, you can leave at any time. Go to any school at any time. As long as they have a spot or the money, you can go. Mm-hmm. So it's like they're starting middle school and they're training them for what they're now doing on the top levels. So really what you basically have is like, it's kind of how Burns High used to be. Burns High used to have their youth. Pop Warner would run the same plays as, you know what I'm saying, as high school. So they would so they would never miss a beat.
Never miss a beat.
So that's what they're doing now, with putting that flash in the kid's face so that they don't miss a beat as they go through, because now it's about what I can purchase, who I can buy, what position can I fill with this, what are my perks. You know what I'm saying? Not the fact that I'm gonna get an education, not the fact that I'm gonna be in an environment that's pretty, settled and cool like that. No, what are my perks? What am I gonna get for coming over there to ball for you?
But
you know what I'm saying?
Let me take that back for a minute. Revert to something.
Mm-hmm.
That's not every child, and it's not every parent.
No. I'm talking about what's available.
Yeah, but
that's the stuff that's available. Yeah. Everybody don't go for it, but it is available.
Because we got some diehard
some folks,
kids and parents.
Some folks really want to get it from the dirt, man, so they can keep it and last.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
And for me, that's kind of like that simple little smile when somebody contacts you about bringing their kid in, and the first thing they say is, we just like the way y'all carry yourselves. Mm-hmm. That say a lot.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's like, ooh, okay. And another thing is, especially with my new parents, I always say, listen, I know you want these kids to do something, but bring them out there first, and let's see how they mesh with their future teammates before you go spending a ton of money.
Right.
I've seen kids come out there, and I'm telling you, boy, you would think they had already signed a Nike contract.
Oh yeah, they
got the helmet with the Nike visor, the gloves, the cleats.
Yeah.
Hey, they got everything. And guess what? He over there chasing butterflies.
It's clean.
You get what I'm
saying?
Whole
uniform clean.
Whole uniform ain't got a speck of dirt on him nowhere. He ain't interested in being on the field.
Oh,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to spend that time. Spend that time and let them get out there and do their thing. Now I got kids, and that's another thing to go to. I got kids that love flag football but don't want to play tackle. I can't knock that, because we got to understand there is a certain level that you got a problem of getting a little nick or banged up a little bit. Some kids ain't for that, So that's why I always tell new parents, hey, bring them out there 1st before you go spend any money.
Yeah. See if they gonna like it. If they gonna commit to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And if they do, then we got a home for them.
Yeah, don't waste your money now.
But don't waste your money. You know, I can help you sell that stuff off.
That's real. That's real.
After you done bought it.
Do not waste your bread.
But don't waste your bread doing it. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. I guess it's just everything now is just a life thing.
And you know, since we kind of in the sports world or whatever, but shout out to the track and field that's going on right now, dude. The United States stacked, player.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about when I tell you, cause you know at one point in time Jamaica was a real threat. Not now, but when I tell you, I was watching the outdoor qualifications because it's cause you know they're setting up for the Olympics. You know, it's just right around the corner. So, man, when I tell you the qualification rounds, when I tell you they skateboarding on that thing, I mean like
so they
got wheels. They have wheels. There was one that was so fast. It was a cat so. I really think they should drug test him just to be sure, because he was too fast. Like he didn't start out in the front.
Right.
It's almost like he was running like he ain't care. And then he just excuse me, let me get that. I was like, what in the world? What kind of gears do you have in those knees? You know what I'm saying? Like these guys are running sub 10, like they're like flying. You know, you talking about 9.8, 9.7s, 9. Man, that's
smoke. That's crazy.
Ridiculous. We used to look at 10 flat as like, dude, you're fast.
Yeah.
10 flat, you know, but now it's like
sub 10, man. Where you from another planet?
It's like you have to do that to compete now. It's like everyone's faster, everyone's stronger. The thing I want to kind of tell the kids is this right here, man. Like, understand one thing. It looks good to be on TV, and I'm sure it feels good to be on TV. Maybe get your contract, do whatever. But understand something. It is a lot of pressure that comes with that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Make sure if that's your aim, that you don't throw away your education because one injury and you're out of everything. One injury, ACL, MCL, or hip, knee, ankle, foot, you're gone. So make sure that. So this is the thing. I've been noticing something, and a lot of kids the dropout rate's going up again. And not just so much the dropout rate, but the fact of them not caring about school at all has gone up. But I want you to understand something. Anyone that's listening, and you can tell your kids this if you grown, listen to this thing, but let them know you have to master this system in order to live in it. So you can take that however you want to take it. You can say whether you're going to go to college or not really concerned, because college is not for everyone, and I get it. So if that's not your thing, understand you still got to get some learning. You can't just sit around and not do anything. You still have to educate yourself somehow. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how this system is. If you don't have certifications, there are a lot of things you can't do. Right. If you don't have paperwork, there's a lot of things you can't do. Then it forces you to be beneath that. And beneath that, we all know what that is.
Means right.
You know what I'm saying? You're taking a chance with your life. So it's like, we kind of got to put things back in perspective, because we've let technology
kill us.
Boom.
Ruin us.
Boom. Drop the bomb
man.
on us. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where we think of a get-rich-quick scheme, and that's life. No, it's not, because somebody's paying your bills all the time. You doing this crazy crap.
Right.
So what you have to understand is get you a plan, y'all. That's why I can't wait till we interview the young men. You know what I'm saying, from the football. I can't wait for that because that's gonna be awesome.
That's
man.
gonna be.
That's really gonna be awesome.
That's gonna be
you know
awesome.
What I'm saying?
You know, and
yeah. Talk about that. Let them know what's happening.
You know, we my guys, the Carolina Rhinos Youth Association. I got some of the best athletes, coaches, and parents. When I tell you, man, I'm gonna tell you how funny it is. Last year, no, year before last, was the first time in a while we had 5 or 6 year olds.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, man, when it came to their parents, we didn't have to worry about nothing. When I say worry about nothing, I mean nothing. They was in it. They own it, dog. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give a shout out to them for the simple fact is they were a more cohesive unit. Even though it wasn't but 3 of them. You get what I'm saying? But they was just bonded to make sure these kids was good. Now, and I can say that the team moms on the other, because they done their thing too. But I was just shocked because these 3 or 4 ladies that's just meeting for the first time. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, you know, we really can do some things.
That's that young love too.
Right.
At that age.
Oh yeah.
You're willing to go to the moon for your kid because you don't know what's coming.
But the thing about it is, dog,
you know?
To me, that is the best level of football, period, bar none. I don't watch $1 million athletes. I don't know, and I'm telling you, look, when you see a kid that ain't worried about the scoreboard, and he get him a nice lick in and do his dance, that's all that matters to him. He ain't worried about that scoreboard, so what? 28 to nothing, man, they ain't worried about that. Did you see what I said? That is like a whole different ball for me. So, I had a parent. Well, actually, it was a grandparent.
You like your kids at that age?
Love them.
They get older, you don't. You fall out. Things happen. You fall out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I had a grandparent come to me, and it's my first time talking to the lady. And somebody had told her, you know, who I was. Mm-hmm. And she was like, well, which one is your son? And I said, man, my son's 17 years old. He ain't played no ball in 5 years. And she was like, for real? She said, I thought you had kids out here. I was like, nah. She was like, you got no grandkids out here? I was like, nah. She was like, well, what do you know, why am I out here? And I said, you know, it's about giving kids a chance. You know what I love though? I love the kids that don't know their potential until one of my coaches get a hold to them, and then you see a kid who might be shy, maybe ain't had a lot of interaction with people, and they end up being dogs. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Anybody can coach a team full of dogs. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what some coaches look for. They want to nitpick this, because it makes their work easier.
Right. Yeah. They already had a mentality.
Right. Yeah. But when you see coaches take their time and turn a kid into one of the smartest on the field, which is what you're going to interview. Because when you interview these kids, you're going to learn how smart some of them are really about this game. And I got one kid in particular. I've been watching him since he was 8. He a field general at 8 years old. Mm. And when I tell you, when he can point, hey, this what's coming. Mm-hmm. I need you here. He lining up the kids that might not, he directing traffic because his football knowledge is here. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And just to see him go now, you know, he's running into, you know, my 11, 12-year-old teams now. He got that kind of knowledge. I foresee him not. I see him with the right combination. He definitely gonna go to college, but he potential NFL.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? In the right setting, I can see that kid playing on Sunday.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because he got
He's one of those special ones.
he just got that football knowledge. You know, so. Yeah. But it's all about giving kids opportunity. Period.
You know, they said I was good in 91.
In 91?
Yeah, they said I was good. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I was kind of skinny in school, right?
Yeah,
shout out to those that call me Stick Man. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to love y'all, man. But I ain't small no more. But thing about it was I went over the middle to catch a pass. I was at practice at Travis High School. I was at practice. And I remember this. I'll never forget this because I retired that day. So that was the only day. See, this is the thing. Quarterback, punk boy. This is what he did. He threw the ball high. Me being 6'1", I'm gonna go get it.
Right.
See, nobody told the little linebacker cat and all that to pull back, fall back. You know, don't hit him like you're on the other team. You know, that's your teammate type stuff.
Right. You nobody explain it to him.
So like, I took that leg. And I kind of politely took my helmet off and sat it down. No, I didn't make no hell. You know, I didn't raise no ruckus and nothing. I sat it down. I politely took my shoulder pads off, sat it down, and I said, "I'm going to the hardwood. I'll catch y'all in the gym, man. Y'all can have this because you have to be built for football. You can't just play. You
just can't be.
It's got to be a mentality. I don't have that. I don't have that barbarian. Right. Oh, I'm gonna run as fast as I can. And I'm gonna hit you. Let's see who falls first.
Right.
No, dude. I'm gonna fall first, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you kill the suspense. I'll be in the gym when you're looking for me. I'll be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just unnecessary to me. Some people have the mentality. I didn't have it.
But you have to have that mentality, else you're gonna get hurt.
Exactly.
Real quick.
That's exactly right. Because when you play scared, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt. Because you're trying to tiptoe. You're trying to do too much.
And you can't tiptoe with these freight trains.
That's why I say that. One time, let me know. Like, see the way my life set up. I ain't gonna be able to do this no more. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do this. Y'all talking about me how you want to. I ain't gonna be able to do this no more. You can have all this nice equipment that you gave me, nice little numbers and things. Go ahead and take that with you. Put it back in the utility closet. Cause you have one less wide receiver. Do you see what I'm talking about? Boy, I was too thin for the price of rice back then. Boy, that thing was rough on me. Boy,
I'm gonna tell you this story real quick. But real high school, I'll never forget my 9th grade year.
Talk about it.
And I met Benny Wiseman.
Who Benny was?
And you know, Benny was a monster.
That was a grown man, though.
Right, on that football field, right? So,
too.
So, you know, JV practice on one field, Boston practice on the other field.
Right.
So, Benny had to, you know, get some water or whatever. Benny saying, it was him, and I think it was Rico Plug. And somebody else was standing there, and they was talking about Coach Green, about
Lord,
how Coach Green thought the answer to every injury was ice. Put some ice on it. Put some ice on it. He said because he was the first one that nicknamed me Turk. Because he couldn't say my name. He said Turk. He said I got hit in the nose so hard. He said, man, it felt like my nose was on the side of my face. He said, I'm sitting there trying to tell the Coach Green. He said, just put some damn ice on it. He's like, man, I can't even breathe. What are you talking about, dude? And man, I lost it, dude. I was like, boy, hey, man. Hey, rest in peace, my dude, boy. But God, nobody know. Benny was funny, you know, because, you know, Benny was quiet. But if you can get him to talking, you're going to get something funny out of him. You know what I mean?
And you ain't mess with Benny like that.
Oh, no.
Benny was tough.
Assassin on the football field.
Shout out, man.
And
even in the hood.
And a wrestler.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's the only cat I knew who was cut up that I ain't never see work out.
Ain't that crazy?
And wait, I was like, this nigga's in shape like he lift every day. Man. I mean, literally cut fast.
Cool.
Out jump you. It's like, man, come on, man.
That's like like you say, one of those raw
That cat,
athletes.
man, raw, man. Damn, man, I'm telling you, boy.
But you know what?
Man. Shout out to
But
Ben Wine, man.
had a nice little stretch of ball players though.
Oh yeah.
You know, and
AD, Perio, Gowans, yeah. Shoot.
Man. Lehman
T.
handful.
Yeah.
Man,
Look here.
Nook.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a stream of just like, boy, they had
back
some
to
real,
back. Yeah.
some real players. You know what I mean? And all them guys, you know, I looked up to. You know, it's Lamont Frankie.
Yeah.
Ball player.
Yeah, man.
You know, so
Shoutbread, what we called him. Shoutbread. The
yeah.
bread
Him and
brothers.
Darren Sullivan, boy.
Yeah, man.
You know, but it was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, Darren Sullivan was another one. He was grown in high school. He was cut up too. He ripped up pretty good.
So
he was a solid fella. Man. He was cool.
But I know
cool
what I wanted
cat,
to ask you about.
What's that?
What happened to the story on the 1.9 billion?
Man, I haven't heard a word.
The last time I heard somebody said something about they was thinking that they might cut some refund checks.
See, this is how I know that's some bull. And I'm gonna tell you why I think it's a bull is because no one's willing to sign for the money.
So it's just sitting there.
It's sitting because see, guess what? That's what the treasurer got all mad in that little when they had the forum.
meeting, yeah.
Hey, that's why he was like, "Hey, y'all are just trying to get somebody locked up." He was just mad, and it was like, "Nah, bro, you the one to sign off on all the money. So if you didn't see this money, something up.
Right.
That's too much money.
So
$1 billion don't sit nowhere without someone knowing it's there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wish they would just stop playing us like we're stupid. What you need to understand is we're very, very, very intelligent people. I appreciate Fox News, Fox News, my entertainment for the daily thing. I appreciate y'all, man. Really. Shout out to the lady with the funny looking shoes that me and my wife laugh at every night. But hey, I'm just saying, like, but he really literally said he signs for the money.
But he don't know where the money.
But you don't know what it's. Come on, man. We're sitting here with these raggedy ass roads, the regular ass schools. You know what I'm saying? They need to have their level up. They need to pay these teachers more.
Yeah,
please pay the teachers more money. Do y'all realize what they dealing with?
Ooh. Back then we used to
pay them some money.
Yeah, your teacher could whoop your ass in the classroom.
I think that's what compensated them. The fact that they could get off like that. Like, they didn't have to take what these teachers take a lot more than those teachers back then. They were like, look, you and you, let's go. Right out here. Yeah, let's go. I got to deal with y'all. Class, y'all keep reading. But y'all too, I got to deal with y'all.
In the hallway.
You see what I'm saying? And guess what? I just need you to come in the hallway to follow me to the principal office because I'm about to whoop your ass.
Right.
Because you've done enough all day.
All day.
You see what I'm saying? But see,
all day cutting up.
Oh, God, spare the rod, man. Spoil the child. It is not just about spanking the child. This is what I need for these parents to understand who don't want to discipline their children. If you hear me, damn it, good. Hear me good. If you don't discipline your children, the police will. Period. And then you want to. This is the thing. People let these kids be all bad as hell their whole entire life, and then you surprised when they get in trouble. And then you want to come down on them. What the hell for? You ain't came out no other time. Shut up now. This is the end product. I just did the thing. Don't act like you innocent when you laid the person on the ground. Don't do that. I don't like that. I hate when people do that because it's like, y'all, it's the same trap over and over and over. All it is that it's happening in different years. But it's the same thing. If you don't train your child in the ways that they should grow, they're going to part ways. It always happens. they're going to part ways if you don't train them. That's my only beef. Like, we used to have, like, for instance, I'll give you a perfect example. Coach girls basketball for probably almost 14 years, okay? Off and on.
Mm-hmm.
I could remember several seasons where I didn't even meet but 2 or 3 parents. Now, this is the kicker. A lot of times we took those kids home.
And it was cars in the driveway.
But see, I ain't even care the fact that you didn't do that. Poke your regular ass head out the door so I can see you and you can see me. Know who's around your child.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
They don't even get to know the people who are spending time with their kid. Then when shit happens,
now you mad.
Now you want to blow up. You want to do all this. Sit your ass down. You could have came and found out who your child was dealing with, and you would have known.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's the same way.
Talk to them.
A lot of other kids don't even realize what coaches go through.
Psychiatrists. We buy clothes.
That's
food.
what I'm saying. It's not a coach.
I had to go to therapy.
All the coaches I got, is 2 that just they cars are like rolling shops. They got helmets, pads. They got a whole football store.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The reason why is because they care.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I've seen these guys pick up kids. They done worked a job, got off work, picked up kids. At the end of practice, they got to take kids home.
Yes, sir.
And you don't even get a thank you.
No, sir. Don't even see them, really.
Right. Like, how that work? And you go back to that. I had one kid that played 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen either one of his parents at any ball game.
You right?
At any ball game.
I was used to that.
I'm like...
Yeah, I was used to that. Because we're babysitters. Coaches are babysitters.
Yeah,
in some people's eyes, Terry, we literally babysitters, man. Like,
that ain't cool.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's the thing about it is, you're in a good program when you see support in the stands for the kids.
Right.
When you don't see any support for your kids,
right.
When you go somewhere and travel,
and
you never hear any noise in the crowd for your kids, you know they're in a struggle even at home.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And I say that's the one thing that I will say is you see that with travel football.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily for me, that first year we traveled, dude, we was out. When I say in the boonies, we in the sticks.
Mm.
But it was parents that was beating us there.
That was good, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I always felt like, and I still to this day feel like we just got a good group of people who understand, I got parents, those same parents that they put in our group chat, hey, look, hey, I'm pulling out at such time, do you need a ride? Mm-hmm. And you know what I mean? And they'll keep chiming until they on the road.
You blessed them.
So you ain't got to worry about, in a sense, how your child gonna get there. Mm-hmm. So that's what I don't have no. I don't have no beef. I don't have no argument back and forth. Mm-hmm. They come to me with all kind of stuff that they want to do. I try to listen, take it in as much as I can, and really now try to pass it along to the new director. I ain't even director no more. You know what I mean? But still, people
thought you were okay.
No, I gave it up, man. I gave my cousin Corey got it now. I'm trying to sit back and handle more of the getting us corporate sponsors and sponsorships and donation type stuff. Because the more I get donated, the less I had to pass on to parents.
Right.
So luckily for again this year, in the 3rd year in a row, we have maintained that we have not had to go up on our registration fees.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Even in the midst of everything else going up, we found ways to get them just as much high quality stuff, without killing the parents.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because you gonna need that support later. I'm not gonna beat you over the head.
Yeah.
For something that I can easily take care of.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why you see, we do the car washes or the fish fries and all that kind of stuff. But we still got corporate sponsors that that look at us and they send checks too. And all of that, it takes care of what we needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because the biggest shocker for me this year was, everybody was talking about their homeowners insurance going up and their car insurance going up. But what you think they done to covering kids in contact sports? It went ballistic. I went from paying $10 a kid to $25 a kid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So
I can see that.
But luckily, like I say, I'm blessed. I work for a company that allows me to use my volunteer hours, and they make a donation for it. I got a plant manager who says, "Hey, make sure you fill out the matching gift paperwork. So whatever I donate to the team, they match it up to $500.
Mm-hmm.
So it's those are the incentives for why I stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I'm gonna get that reach anywhere else.
Right.
And then my plant manager he's involved. He asks, what do we need or anything that he can facilitate. That's what he does. But I also got other sponsors like I'm gonna give a shout out right here. The ladies, I ain't gonna just say the ladies, the crew of Bojangles at Cherrydale. Ever since we put together this team, this lady has allowed us to come there and host at least 2 car washes a year.
Okay.
Which don't sound like a lot, but
that's clutch though.
It's clutch.
Yeah.
So not only do they get out, they get everything. Right. They get out. They actually see the kids in their jerseys, washing cars, holding up signs on the road, and all that kind of stuff. They're actually involved, and you can see the growth over the years. So I got to give a big shout out to Bojangles because they are in part of why we still successful.
Mm-hmm.
And then a big shout out to Coach Chris Glover at Carolina High School. When I say it's almost like you had that guardian angel who was just like lurking. He could see, and then he steps in right when we needed it. And that was that year we were basically trying to get out of the situation with that first year of travel ball. And we ended up, the last game that we played, which was our homecoming, was we got to play at Carolina High School. And then after that, me and him and Coach Caddy, we sat down and said, look, man, help us. Because if we get a stable enough home where everybody can get to practice, and we don't have to deal with, in a sense, with Greenwood County and their stretch of stuff, or fields or whatever. I think we start to grow as an organization. And he has helped us in so many ways. This dude is.
So that's how y'all got to the practice fields.
Right.
Then we went, okay.
Right.
Okay,
and then,
okay.
You seeing this guy on game day, he there early to, the opener. So this is the amazing part about it. This dude got his own family.
Mm-hmm.
But on game day, he could play Friday night, and he right back there at 8 o'clock the next morning to make sure we straight.
That's how he loved the kids.
Exactly.
He's there for the children.
And that's what.
Yeah. That's a big difference.
And it's a huge difference. So I gotta shout this guy out because he ain't been nothing but that blessing for us. This guy is walking, doing the games, picking up trash and all. Man, he's a high school guy with his own, his own kids, his own wife, and all that he could be spending time with. But he here with us to make sure everything is the best he can get. And that's after he done took care of his kids. His ball players. Because I seen these guys. This guy is doing exactly what we was talking about. He taking kids home. He making sure they is good, he talking to them. He ain't just talking football.
That's the one that was up there doing the individual workouts.
Yeah.
With the players that was getting ready to go to college.
Yeah.
I got you. I know who you're talking about now.
you know, without him,
he's doing big things.
we gonna be, you know, without him, yeah, I think we'd be a little bit less. But with him, we in the right spot. And I don't do nothing, or I know my coaches or my parents, they don't do. I'm gonna tell you how funny it is. This is how you can tell when you got people on your side. And you gotta understand, there was nowhere on that practice fields or those practice fields anybody a sign up that said no smoking.
Okay.
But you know, they done got off work, they relaxing, they waiting on their kids while they practicing. Somebody might, you know, put the duck out, but you know what I'm saying, leave it. You know, they done with it. Coach Fred, the AD at Carolina, he said something to Glover. Glover come to us, hey man, we gotta do something about this cigarette thing. My parents are so much in touch, dog, that they drew up a contract with the new parents to sign to say, hey, no smoking. If you do have it, you put it out in your car. Don't leave it out here. Ain't had an issue in 2.5 years.
That's what's up.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what, you know.
Coach Fair.
Yeah, Coach Fair.
He's been out for 300 years. Shout out to slavery, my dude. That's wrong, but.
But my shout out is to Coach.
He's been solid though. He's been solid,
Glover,
man.
Coach Chris Glover and his, you know, his fellows over there, because they actually took a day, and it was on a Saturday, and they invited, you know, our coaches to come in to see what they do, you know, and just basically just talk football, and that's what you got to get back to, and it really hurts my heart because he took a team that hadn't had a win in a while. And then that first season he come back, I think they got like 5 wins. And then this past season, you know, they building, but I'm sitting in the stands and I'm hearing the people talk cold cash shit. You know, like they are dogging this dude because they ain't back to that level. But dude, he brought you from zero. But you ain't doing nothing to help him. You just here to criticize.
It'd be like that.
And I'm like, man, heck of a dude that you're probably taking your kid back and forth.
That's part of the job, though. It's part of the job.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not fair.
It ain't
fair.
fair. I'm just looking like, come on,
it's
y'all.
part of the
like,
job. Yeah.
Wow. You know, but
yeah.
man, it's crazy. But like I said, shout out to Carolina High School for letting us, you know, do our thing. And
Shout out.
Shout out to the Rhinos and the parents and the coaches that I got, because they the one moving it. You know what I mean? I take no pats on the back for that. I do what I do, you know, behind the scenes and make sure it get done.
Right.
Maybe a little late sometime, but that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And, but I wanted to talk to you also about. I actually got a lady that a couple years ago, me and her fed. We fed some kids during the week they were out for Christmas. And she actually done a live, Thursday, about the kids that's living in the motels and stuff like that, and their access to food, because even though, you know, some of these high schools and middle schools are doing lunches and stuff, you know, unless they're actually catching the school bus to get there, they don't have a way to eat. Excuse me. So she was reaching out to the communities and to see, you know, what could we do. And me, you know, with me getting that new smoker, you know, I can pull it wherever. And I was just thinking, you know, we reach out to her and just pick either a Saturday or Sunday, just go down to one of the motels, set up shop, and just feed them. It really don't take nothing to do it, you know.
How many locations does she have?
Oh, good gracious, man. I had to get the list from.
Because the reason why I'm asking is because with us doing that, let's bounce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we do one.
Yeah, let's hit a couple. Yeah, let's hit a couple.
One.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I didn't want to send it to you in a text. I said I'd rather talk to him face to face, see if he's game. You know, because I know Saturdays you still working, so it either had to be late.
I mean,
in
but
the
I
day
can
and
cut,
Saturday.
off at 12:30.
Yeah, or we just do it on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You know,
or whatever. Yeah.
So
I mean, because that's more important than me cutting hair. Because truthfully, without a community, I don't cut anyone's hair. So,
right.
I don't know the situation of anyone who comes in and gets my service other than people I've known for years. But if you're new or you're semi-new, whatever, I don't know what your situation is. You may struggle to make ends meet. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm gonna tell you something that's on the line that you're talking about. People get mad, stylists and barbers. Shout out to y'all hard workers, man. But y'all stop getting mad at people that don't tip, man. They may not have it. Cause me personally, and you can write this down, put it in your notebooks. I need you to put it in the front of your notebook, sign your name underneath it. Understand if a person comes to me and you come to me regular, I ain't mad about your tip. You know why? Because you're sacrificing money to be there. You're already coming. You have your schedule. You're already coming. It's in your budget. Guess what? If you have a lick and you got enough to tip me, fine, do it. But if you don't, we got to stop holding each other at standards that we don't know about. You can't hold people at a level that you don't know what they're going through before they get to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because see, guess what? Struggle doesn't mean you're homeless. You could have a house, kids, this, that, and the other, and you struggle. You could have 2 incomes and you struggle. So it's like we gotta stop holding each other to such a terrible height when it comes to dealing with one another. We expect each other to just bow down. But you don't ask that from anyone else. So don't ask it from me. So I just said that to say, like, man, we got to release some of the pressure off our people, because just because they're not literally on the streets doesn't mean
they're not struggling.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you, they may be borderline to keep their stuff going. You know what I'm saying?
But here go to that. Like I said in a couple of weeks ago, it's more people out there right now who have a roof over their heads.
Come on.
But nothing in their refrigerator. And that's honest. That's just, you know, there are people out here, you be like, you know, you might see they have a car, but I bet you ain't seen that they living out of it too.
Yeah.
It's
tough out here.
It's rough.
It's tough.
You know,
it's tough.
It's rough.
Because me and my wife make decent money, but see, we still have to be smart. We can't be frivolous. We can't just go out here and just blow money because you got money.
Ain't no such thing as blowing money.
What?
Man, everything that, listen.
You are 2 or 3 decisions away from being homeless.
I have talked about this for a while, but I'm telling you, man, that zero balance budget, once you get on it.
I'm waiting on the class.
Boy, I'm telling you,
I'm waiting on the class.
I'm telling you, man, I'm just going to have to make, me and
I'm waiting on the class.
Just going to have to sit down and do it. When I tell you, man,
you know,
when we was talking about the Leaving a Legacy video that we had done a couple weeks ago, there is a way for you to live a life on a budget that does not seem cheap.
Right.
You just it ain't about making more money.
Right.
In a sense, you got to learn how to take care of the money you do have.
Right.
If you do that, when you do have that influx, you're gonna know exactly what to do with it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
All of our trips, everything that we do, Christmas, all that is done. Honestly, by October every year since we've been on it, and that's been since 2020.
That's what's up.
But it took all of us to make all those mistakes to understand what it was gonna take for us to live better.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna sit here and say we great. You can ride by my house right now, man. You know, it ain't nothing fancy, but it's mine.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You look at my cars, ain't nothing fancy, but they mine.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's something. If the hot water heat go out right now, I ain't got to choke myself or scramble.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? To say and be like,
that's the thing.
What I'm gonna do?
If something go down, I was like, I'm all right.
I'm all right. I can handle
it's
that.
Like, nah, don't panic. Just call me.
Just call.
Don't panic. Just call.
And that right there is a level of comfort.
Yeah.
That's where you want to be.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, all of us would love to make more money. I would love to be in a nice plush studio, all us lighting and we can just, you know what I'm saying? That would be ideal.
Yeah.
But it's just like we said a while ago. It's some of us that like getting it out the mud.
Gotta get out the mud. Because you appreciate it more when you see that thing grow.
Oh, what?
Versus somebody just handing you something.
Because
when you hand stuff to people, they become ungrateful.
Oh, and then they feel like they're entitled.
Good evening.
Entitlement is the killer of it's a killer of so many folks.
Nowadays.
Right, it's awful.
Let's just be honest.
It's
nowadays,
awful. It's awful. And that's what I had to learn. And that's what I had to learn about giving.
Talk about it.
I have gave so much that people think they're entitled to what I give.
Yeah.
You're not entitled to anything.
Because they expect it.
You're not entitled to anything.
But see, but this is the thing though.
Hey, listen,
give instruction with it though.
But that's the thing about it. If it had been my kids, I love them. I love my children there. But they know when they come. If you come to me for some money,
come on, you gotta talk
get
about
a
that
speech.
Good. Ooh,
which they hate.
Oh, I like you, man.
You gonna get the speech.
No, I like you. Right now.
And you gonna get the terms. You understand what I'm saying? I'm no different than the finance company.
Boy.
The only thing that is, ain't no interest.
Boy.
You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna beat you down with no interest. But and here go the thing. If you don't have my money on that day, communicate.
Right.
Say, Daddy, I ain't got it.
Right.
You know,
right.
I like said in the same I can put something on it. No.
Hey.
I don't want you to put nothing on it. I want you to pay me back just like I gave it to you.
Right.
Okay?
I didn't give it to you partial.
Here go the same thing with my children. There are times when I am doing a little bit better. And they got Zelle, they got Cash App. I just send them something. I don't know what your pockets are.
Mm-hmm.
But I know my daughter has my 2 grands. I know my son he running. He hustling. He done the high school, college thing now. He a college student. He working. He door dashing. He do a little bit of everything. I don't know what your pockets is, but here goes something. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's not for you to return. That's a gift.
Right.
But when you say, hey, I need this, or, boy, look here, one of the tires just went going bald. Look here, Daddy gonna make sure you're in the safe car. We're gonna go get a new set. Here go my terms.
Good evening. Sign here, please, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Look here, they mama is the controller. She the contract. She the contract lady. Sign her right there.
Good evening.
But you gotta get them used to that because that's life.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But go back to just what we was talking about. Man, look here. I'm not no rich guy. I don't come from a rich family.
Mm-hmm.
But I had parents that taught me how to be a good paymaster. And what that means is this: you borrow something from somebody, you pay back.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have it, do not run from them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Communicate.
That's worse.
Now, I had that happen to me. And shout out to Joe Ball, my brother-in-law. And I forgot what it was, but I had to borrow some money from him. I ain't gonna say this is in them years that we were turning our housing situation around, so it was gonna be some hurt somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But we had to get on that script to get where we are now. And I had borrowed some money from him, and I told him, I said, next Friday I get paid, man, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened with one of the cars, broke. I had to get the car fixed. As soon as it happened, and it was like a couple of days before Friday, I called him, hey man, I ain't gonna have it Friday. I say, hit him with I can put something on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know what I'm saying, give me another week. and I got it right back to you. And this dude over the phone, he said, T, I'm not worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
I know you gon', you know what I'm saying, you gonna do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we when that time came around, man,
Boom.
you get what I'm saying? So,
Right.
one, it don't put you in no awkward situation.
Right.
And then he is more willing to help you the next time.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm saying? Just don't. We got to get out of there.
Yeah.
We got to get out. Don't do that. Just be like, hey man, I ain't got it.
I'm working on an episode about that. It's called Trust Amongst Brothers, because we gotta learn to build up that trust that's been taken from us.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have any value in each other's words, in each other's presence. That's why we have so much.
That's why you got so
killing
much
and crime,
the animosity, everything,
anger, the drama.
Right.
All
you see another brother, your whole face just
yeah.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? We got to get the value back.
Why?
In each other. So yeah, I'm working on that.
That's just like you say,
off the press.
You know, that's like me and you. I ain't never borrowed nothing from you. You ain't never borrowed nothing from me. But I do remember a time, like I say, I was rebuilding my finances, rebuilding my credit.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, Josh, well, I need a haircut bad, but I ain't got it.
Mm-hmm.
You like, dude, come get your haircut, dude.
You understand me? Come see me.
And then what be so funny is, when I do come hit you with the money, you like, what is it for? Hey, that's what
Hey, for real.
You be like, you ain't pay me? I said, no, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't we don't operate in them terms.
Right. I can't, man.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. This is the thing, Big T. It is the fact that we have to treat snakes a certain way. So when you're not a snake, you don't receive their treatment.
Gotcha. I feel you.
So it's like, if I did something, dude, I ain't thought no more about that.
Right.
Because I did that because of who you are to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so
right.
it's like, nah, that's my people.
Right.
My people got to be straight. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like I kind of told a guy the other day, because he had to maintain grooming for his job.
Mm.
And it's like, okay, I don't get paid such and such. That's fine. No, you still come to this barbershop. See, this barbershop is not built off of one cut. And first of all, I don't look at you as money when you come. That's my brother in need of a service when you come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm hoping your life is good the way you have it, but if you don't, mine's good the way it don't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
With you saying that out loud, though,
you know,
it's always gonna be that one.
Oh, you always get somebody gonna try to play you.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Pull the skirt off money. Pull it out. Yeah.
So you know, and you know, I do the same thing when it comes to the food game, bro.
But that's paying attention to learn the people, though.
Right.
You know what I'm
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? Shout out to all my clients over the years. You know, people that. It's been people that I know was struggling. I knew they was. They didn't say nothing to me, but I knew it. And they still, hey man, I need to get such and such and such. Dude, I can't even charge you.
Mm.
No, I'm gonna pay you anyway. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I've seen that. You know, I've had plate sales. Man, look here. I ain't got it. Man, come eat. That's all that matters.
Right.
If I was worried about them $8, $10, $12, I wouldn't even be out here.
Right.
I ain't built like that. You know, I've never been like that. I don't, and especially when I have plate sales and stuff like that. Man, I ain't in it for the money.
Right.
I'm in it for the passion.
Well, this is a service.
You get what I'm saying? I'm in it for the passion. I love when people come up and be like, they get so excited over. You know, I look at it and be like, damn, yeah, it is a pretty piece of fish, but they get excited, nigga. They you know what I'm saying? They in that 6 cheese macaroni and they just like, you won't even hear nothing. It's quiet.
Speaking of
you know what I mean? And it'd be like, that's it.
Speaking of that. Yeah. Fish in the macaroni. Speaking of that. Yeah, it's about that time. Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to this nigga over here. I'm gonna tell you something about this nigga, man. This nigga, he fried the fish so pretty it looked like it had clothes on. I need y'all to understand what we're dealing with right now.
You stupid.
This nigga fried the fish, and the fish looked like it said, "Give me the grease." Give me the grease.
But that might be my next apron.
You hear me? Give me the grease. Fish was so tough. Shout out to T the chef cooking that thing, making that fish float in that grease like that. You know,
it's
man,
it's been a
look
pleasure.
here.
It's been a pleasure. It's truly all love, man. I don't.
Yeah.
It's like I was actually supposed to have been cooking today until they hit me with some work. You know, last minute I had to work on my day off, and so I posted the little reel on Instagram, and some lady out of the blue, because I wrote a little note on it, said, you know, I'm sorry, you know, I'm having to move the price of my plates from 10 to 12. And she was like, dude, I paid 20 for it. You know what I mean? Because that's the one thing about being in this food game. I know what it costs. Even when it goes up, I'm still looking at my customers saying, I can live with that. You get what I'm saying? Because more, for me, it's more the interaction. Because what's going to happen is, if you get good service and good food, you're going to tell the next person.
Right. Free advertising.
You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Why should I be beating you over here trying to charge you $20? $20, and I done seen it. $20 for a fish plate. Okay, you got.
What all come with it? Like,
that's what I'm saying. I've seen people.
I get a mermaid, or what I'm getting. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at.
You get what I'm saying? But it'd be something like you get fries, baked beans, and a piece of fish for $20. I done seen it.
I didn't know.
But with me, I'm gonna take care of you.
I didn't know. That's crazy. See, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. When you don't have the platform to be dealers, sell yours like the flea market. What I'm saying is, if you're not established and credible in what you're doing, okay, you can't come out the gate charging $5. You can't come out the gate charging more than the people that's already been in the game doing it. It's charging. Unless you have some type of miraculous product or food or whatever the case may be. My thing is this. This is the one thing I want my people, and I'm not talking to everybody, I'm talking to my people. So understand my people, who I'm talking to. Feel this and understand this. Start respecting our businesses more. Stop negotiating with us. Don't come to us with none of that negotiation anymore. None. Because you don't go to the mall and negotiate. You don't go to these high-priced restaurants and negotiate. Guess what? Stop negotiating with us. Because we're the only people that understand your struggle. But yet you want to negotiate and argue with us. You want to try to beat us down for a deal. But we understand your struggle because we're in it. So stop trying to beat black businesses down. Guess what? I understand. All black businesses aren't keeping it 100. I do get it. Some folks, they slipping. I understand. But for the ones you know who get up every morning and grind, who have the product that you need, who keep it like you want it, support them in the proper way. You know what I'm saying? Bless their life, man, and watch your life change. That's our main problem, is that it says love your brother and your sister as you love yourself. So we got to start honoring each other, man. That's the only way. For real, we're out here trying to do the same thing. We're very talented people. Very, very talented people. Always have been. Now it's time to acknowledge each other in those talents. Acknowledge it. Pass the word. Acknowledge. Man, just show up and support. There's nothing like turning around and seeing people support you in something. There's nothing like it, man.
And that's man,
fulfilling within itself. You know what I'm saying?
That's the love. That's what really keeps me going. Because every day, man, I'm telling you, wrestling with some people about what I should charge them to cater their event.
Oh Lord.
And I just got out of that point where I'm not gonna haggle with you. I'm gonna send you an invoice. You got two options. You can pay it, or you can not pay it. That ain't no cocky. That ain't no ego. That's just what it is.
Facts.
Because I had to learn, son. When I first started into this thing, and when I tell you nobody locally would help me come up with rates. So I was literally up for 2 days prepping, cooking, and then when you look at the end result, when you get that check, dude, I might as well just been at work. And my wife, she came to me, she said, I'm not gonna be in your business, but until you make it make sense. You up, you tired, you mad, because of the end result was did not, the pay from it did not equate the passion that you put in it, the sacrifice.
Right.
Kid you not. I'm searching. I'm on Google. I'm trying to figure out, man, what should I be charging? Ain't nobody want to talk to me. Found a guy, and I believe it was it either Michigan or Wisconsin. I can't remember. And I actually reached out to him, and he emailed me back, and he was like, dude, he's like, I feel what you're saying. He said, but do this. He said, okay, do you work overtime? I was like, yeah, we work some Saturdays. He said, okay, whatever that rate is that you make, if that's time and a half and you getting $40 or $45 on that, he said you take that and you multiply it by at least 1.5 or 2. That's your rate per hour that you need to prep and cook. He said, make that your baseline, and then see how it goes. And then what made it all so crazy though is that when I started doing that, and those prices were steadily going up, I had less and less trouble. And that's when the guy said, now you're operating in the space of your ideal customer. Those people that trying to haggle with you ain't your customer. You get what I'm saying? They trying to get it bottom line. They want excellent up here, but they want the price here. You get what I'm saying? He said when you started going, okay, I'm giving them the service, and I'm giving, but no, for the most part,
there's others too.
But what I'm saying is,
I just hate it. They do that to me.
we once I started laying out my price, it got better, and then I cut deals with my family or people I had long-term friends. Some stuff I do pro bono. It's just to figure out where you fall at. One thing I will not do is there's nobody going to be a first-time customer that's going to get a discount. That don't work. You hear what I'm saying? That's disrespecting the people that's been with me for 15, 20 years.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, you got to learn how to respect yourself and your time.
Right.
And once that happens, like I say, you will eventually get that ideal customer. And the rest of it won't matter.
I'm gonna tell you what, I love my customers. My client, I don't even call them customers, I call them clients. My brothers and sisters that come through to get fresh and exquisite, get fresh. But those that come through, I'm gonna tell you something, man, it's so beautiful because not only do they tip, but like they make sure I get money, even when it seems like I'm gonna be shorted in something. Maybe I have to leave or I'm going out of town. So when they do show up before I go out of town, they're trying to bless me. You know what I'm saying? But folk had to understand something. In order to receive a harvest, one must plant a seed. If you've never planted a seed in a person's life that's been around you, that you serviced or you talked to or you dealt with, you know what I'm saying? I'm forever trying to plant seeds because for the simple fact I know harvest comes from seeds. And you don't get anything if you're not giving anything. Only way iron can sharpen iron is if both irons show up. So when you show up to deal with your people, your brothers and your sisters, man, you have to be ready to take on what they have. You know what I'm saying? Because we deal with some stuff that no one else deals with. It's extreme. And I'm not just making this about us, because I know we deal with everyone in the business. But what I'm saying is you have to have a different ear for your own people. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to deal with some of the same stuff that you're hearing. So don't be so quick to cut a person down just because they're struggling.
Right.
Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is for my black business owners. Don't be so quick to knock folks off just because they're struggling. Because the struggle hits everyone. It just hits in different ways.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And here go the thing, two things. That's kind of like with the class that I just took with Village Lunch. And people was asking me, why did you take the class? My biggest thing was, I don't know it all. So I got to learn, or I got to be interested in something. And it kept my attention for 10 weeks, surrounded by other entrepreneurs who are having the same struggles that I'm having. You know, like, how do we get to this? Because nobody really want to line it out. When I tell you that class, man, that class transformed a lot of stuff that I was doing, period. Not just business stuff, but just how you communicate, that life stuff. And I would ask that if you don't know exactly where you want to go and try to figure it out, man, get into the class. But like I say, it was people in those classes that they think they make great product, but they might not know how to market themselves. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So my thing is, I tag them along. Okay. Somebody asking for, XYZ on a they website. I got a guy, I'm gonna put his name out there. Got a lady that does custom cups and t-shirt stuff. Throw her name out there. Lady that
tell I need some Green Bay stuff from through here.
But I'm gonna tell you though, my cousin Erica Paul, she event company, and then she done also work. But there was a lady that I met in the class, and she makes gourmet popcorn. Son, do you like banana pudding?
I mess with it.
Son, you gotta try this damn banana pudding popcorn. I know.
Banana pudding popcorn.
And in your head, you thinking, ain't no way in hell.
Tell her to take it out. She needs to take it out.
Let me get a hold to her. I'm gonna bring some. If I can get it on the next show next week, I'll bring it. Okay. Man, this boy, I'm telling you, you thinking like,
she local?
Yes.
If she local, I need her info because my family gonna bless her. My family gonna bless her.
Boy, I'm telling you, man.
The Negroes up there will get it in.
But that's what I do. But that's what I do with my pages. Like when I go through and I'm going through Facebook or whatever, I'm either gonna share your stuff because I want to see you do better. You owe me nothing. It's my page. I put on what I want to. Right. But if I'm sharing your stuff or tagging you in something, somebody asking for a product or service, it's because I genuinely want you to do better. That's the end goal.
That's what's been missing.
But that's the whole thing. I'm not coming to you. I ain't gonna share your stuff and just say, hey, man, I shared your stuff so you owe me. Right. I know cats that work like that. That ain't me. You don't owe me nothing. Right. You get what I'm saying? If that was the case, then we should have had an upfront contract. You know what I'm saying? I ain't let me know. Jive.
Send me a t-shirt.
Because they do the same thing with me. I got clients that I've been dealing with 10, 15 years. They see something, whether I can cater it or not. You know what I mean? They see cater, and the first thing they do is put my name. They might have even read the whole post. You get what I'm saying? But that's what they do for me. Right. So it's balance out there. You know what I'm saying? And even though a lot of posts and stuff talk about hate. I know it's love out there for me. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It don't.
You gotta get them both.
It don't take a lot of people. It take the right people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That right people could be just one person.
That one person.
They just set it off.
Set it off. And I got those type. I got families who when something going on and I'm cooking somewhere, they family show up. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They got a family reunion. This who we call it.
Right.
And this was before I even got the smoker. This who we call it.
Mm.
This guy's gonna handle our stuff. Whether they believe in necessarily I can pull it off or not.
Oh, you know what? It's funny that you say that. You mentioned smoker. So, I have to do this. Shout out to Jaberlin Hallam's stepson, Bray. Check it out. This is what we did.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we were out here and we smoked
Okay.
a brisket
Ooh.
that was so tender. You could have would have folks was in here looking crazy. I need you to understand something. I've now learned a piece of the barbecue world. I'm coming through.
Well, here go the thing about what you're talking about. If you get down a brisket,
yeah, we met. Oh,
that's what I'm saying. If
great.
you get down a brisket, you have pretty much conquered probably one of the toughest meats to cook. And when I say that, most times you either gonna cook it way too much.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying, and it's just bland.
Right.
A lot of people don't know how to separate the flat from the point. People don't know how to make burn ends off of them. It's a brisket is work, and I'm gonna tell you like
boy,
that.
it is.
Yes, sir.
Cause I couldn't go to
you,
sleep.
You gotta trim that cat right. You got
Yes,
to,
sir.
Hey, but I've also seen people who do them with the fat caps and leave the fat caps on.
I can do that. We trimmed it and I ended up
seasoned it down real good.
Well, yeah, I put a rub on there. I did like a garlic pepper rub. But I also incorporated mesquite to it, so I gave it a good grill flavor. But I still was leaning towards the garlic side, the pepper side.
How long you had
But
to
it was just, oh man, we probably cooked it, I want to say 6 hours, maybe 6 hours right in there. And it turned out great, man. We started that evening. I think I took it off the grill probably about 1 a.m. 1 a.m., maybe 2 a.m. at the latest. About 1:30 a.m. I took it off the grill, and she was smoked. And so we were able to then put it into a different container, wrap it up, and then because we had it in that that paper that comes, you know what I'm saying?
The butcher paper?
Yeah, the butcher paper. Yeah, so we went all in, because we wanted some good results.
Right.
But shout out to my boy Bray, man. He came through. You hear me? But I need you to say something. Okay, you being a real cooker, this is why I'm saying this. Is because I am a family cooker. Okay? My family loves my barbecue. Everybody ain't calling me to come cook barbecue. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, so let's put it in perspective. We did a great job with the brisket. But, you know what I'm saying? It's like, our family, once again, liked it. We're not professional. We're not doing this. That right there had us so tired. We hollered at each other the next day like, but yeah, we like, I'm tired as hell. I'm talking about whoop. When I tell you whoop, it takes a lot to cook brisket. I did not know.
This is the thing.
Like that, man.
Yeah.
Dog. Boy, it take a lot.
The last brisket I cooked took me 14 hours.
Dang.
Yeah. And I was doing it because
you did it 2 feet, like a 2. Oh, you had a big boy.
Yeah, she probably weighed. I think that thing weighed after I trimmed it, probably 15 pounds.
Oh, you cutting up.
So
That's 2 or 3 cows.
listen, it was 14 hours to get that job done.
That's 2
I
or 3
smoked it
different
at
cows.
right at 225. I think maybe maxed out at maybe 240.
Okay.
You know, just low and
I
slow.
pulled off at 230, I think it was 228, 230 right in there. I think that's when I pulled off.
Yeah, you low and slow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you really have to, you know, you take your time. But I've also seen guys that flash cooking. Like, I mean,
I used to flash cooking like that.
Get them done, and you know what? Like I say, it really
works.
depends on the cut. You know, if you got a good cut,
right?
you know,
That's the thing. You get a good lean one.
Yeah, your prime or something like that. Yeah, you probably can get away with that.
Yeah.
You know, so it's I done seen it go all type of ways, man. But that's the whole thing about it. You just really have to jump out there and experiment.
We were proud. I just need you to know we were. You would have think. Let me see. I'm sorry. You would have thought that we honestly
been doing this for a minute.
No. I'm talking about like just that day.
Mm-hmm.
You would have thought we did some astronomical stuff. Like we really.
But that's the way it make you feel.
You know what I'm saying? Like we came up with a new type of T-shirt, or you know, we came up with a new deal that you never had to wash your car again.
When people taste your food and they go, ooh, oh, I want some more. Oh, that's a whole different feeling.
And we had to hide. We had to hide our little pieces. We cut a piece off and had to hide it.
Right.
In order to keep it, because they ran through it, punched it. No prisoners, no nothing, no sorry, no nothing, no my bad. They literally ran through it, man. But I see what you get out of it though, because it was very, very fulfilling, man. Just to see people look at your hard work and say thank you for your hard work. You know what I'm saying? That was big. It almost pulled me into cooking. I just don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Right? I had a skill set.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
It almost brought me in. You know what I mean?
Amy looked at me while we was on vacation. She said, "Okay, 4th of July is on the Thursday, and you already off on Friday, so there's gonna be no excuse." Okay, I have a brand new. When I tell you, I ain't talking about my big smoker that's on the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I have a brand new Kamado Joe. That's the ceramic cooker, the big boy.
Mm-hmm.
I've had for 2 years. Ain't never put a piece of charcoal in it. It's still outside, covered up. She said, "You're putting something on this grill."
Straight like that.
I'm like, "What the hell you talking to? You ain't talking to me."
You know what I'm talking
I almost
Did you take it to the contract?
I have a
contract between me and you that says you do what I tell you to do. Hey.
But I'm looking forward to it because I need to get out there. I need to jump back in it, you know, especially the smoking of the foods, because it's work, but it teaches you. Yeah. And shout out to Scooter Grill, my dog. When I tell you, man, when it come down to brisket, this dude king. Now he gonna see this video, but he ain't gonna want to take credit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you, to the burnt ends, all of it, when it come down to messing with a brisket, yeah, I ain't him.
He said his name is
Scooter.
Scooter, I'm on my way up in the ranks. I need you to know I'm coming for the title.
You know what though? We need to go by that cat house. We need to go by that cat house and shoot a video and let him show you how to get there.
Let's do that.
See, because he got a big boy. He got a big Kamado Joe and son.
So who's the guy that makes the barrel grills and different things?
The dude that made my trailer? That's BJ.
BJ, okay.
Man, when we talking about beast mode,
because I need a big boy. I want a barrel grill out.
Look, matter of fact, while we sitting here, I'm gonna send you his contact info.
BJ, I'm hollering at you, please.
That's Slow and Steady Barbecue if you want barbecue.
Slow and Steady Barbecue.
But it's BJ Grills when you need to cook.
I need the equipment, BJ.
I'm trying to tell you. That dude right there,
I'm gonna mess with your barbecue too, but I'm just saying I need the grill for the house.
Boy, hey, BJ, man, I can sit around with that, and he already know what I'm gonna order. He see me. I texted mine. But let me get 2 of them red hots with mustard and some peppers and onions and a Pepsi.
You know what?
Every time.
And a Pepsi.
What? And then, then if he coming by something of mine, I'm gonna tell you, that's how dumb we are together. That just looked at me. He say, when we was cooking over at Carolina High School, he said, bruh, he said, Money, you know the shop right around from you. What you got left? I said, man, I got some hot dogs left and you know, such and such. Man, that joker pulled up to get his trailer. I done made him a plate. Next thing I know, man, BJ in the truck ain't thought about nothing. All I can hear is him smacking. Hey, that's the fun we had. You know, but yeah, that dude right there, I'm finna send you his contact info.
We need that.
Coming right to your phone. Because he is the dude to call. Excuse me. I just sent you his contact card.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, we also have a position for the lady to take up for the females in the men and women being friends conversation part 2. It's coming up hot off the press. Just understand we're gonna have a live young lady in here that's going to bring the ruckus as much as she can.
Hey, man.
But we still gonna win. It's just what it is.
So you still looking at it like competition?
I have to because of how they do me. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they tell me I asked for it, but I don't think I do. I really don't think I do.
I think you do.
You know what I'm saying? When they like, you know what? They come to the barbershop, they're like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get you now, just before you even get me later. Yeah.
Right.
They like, I know you coming with the foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you do it.
Man, I tell you what though, shout out to my people, man. Love y'all, man. Y'all really, really, really are doing big things and don't even know it. Just the fact that your smile, your good conversation, your support, all that stuff goes a long way. It does way more than you think it ever does. So I just wanted to especially tell my clientele, I'm sure he feels the same way about his clientele. We thank y'all, man. We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate the support that doesn't waver. We appreciate it, that you stay faithful. We thank you for that.
I mean,
we're going to try to continue to put out a good product in front of you every time.
Every time. Yes. And this is one of those days, like I said, we had something set up, you know, last chamber. We just turned on the video and say, you know, let's talk, man. Let's get it out there, especially with this being Men's Mental Health Month.
Yeah.
We are in the plans for next. Hopefully, I can get my host for next week after the move day week up, and try to do it next Saturday where we come in to talk about mental health, men's mental health, because you know we so quick to check it off and say it don't matter or it's nothing and all this kind of stuff, and people, you know, always say, you know, you got to be hard, you got to be unwavering. That all of that take a toll.
Yeah.
And people don't understand it. And the minute you sort of try to speak on it, sometimes I think a lot of us just don't speak on it because in the end, it's almost like somebody saying you're whining or you're crying about the situation. You're men, you're supposed to do this, and we know what we're supposed to do.
Right.
You know, but when you don't have an outlet for the things that you got to get situated and all that sort of pile up on you, what you do, you know.
Right.
And sadly, most guys end up committing suicide.
Yeah.
And it's either they committing suicide or they getting so strung out on something to take away that pain that they literally dead.
Yeah.
You know, so we definitely need to get on in the conversation and make a safe space for men. Okay,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
it sounds crazy because men are always the ones to try to make everybody else feel safe.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
guys need a safe space too. Hey man, if you got something going on, come and holler at me. I would much rather listen to your story than read your obituary.
Right. We just got to stop being so what we're not. You know what I'm saying? We try to be islands, but we're not. We try to be, monuments, but we're not. We try to be mountains, but we're not. We still have to understand that we need each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling guys this, and I always tell them in the shop. It's like, man, I have such great conversations with young men and older men as well in the barbershop. But what I needed them to understand was their conversation is so needed in my life, as well as what I may give them in their life. So understand with mental health is a two-way street. No one person can go there and just expect to listen. Nobody can go there and expect to talk. There has to be a fair exchange. You know what I'm saying? In order to really get to the root and deal with some mental health that men deal with, you must be willing to speak on what you're dealing with. And understand one thing, and I'm done, but understand that talking about your mental health is not a weakness.
Not at all.
It is an awareness. You
Exactly.
see what I'm saying? You're aware now of what you need to get through this journey. When you have children following you, you have your girl following you, you know what I'm saying? You have all these different entities that are around you that rely on you, but what are you relying on? So we have to kind of pull back for a second, take the cape off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go in there, take a shower, and wash all the foolishness off of us, and sit down for a second and understand that we need to be recharged as men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to help us in our relationships. That's going to help us as parents.
Make you all around better person.
All around, exactly. All around in business, and they make you sharper because now you're seeing more things, you're aware of more things, you're doing more things. So, like I say, if you guys run into either one of us, man, and you need to talk, man, holler at us.
Holler at us.
You know what I'm saying? It's not
my
like
number's
it's not
been the
like
same.
that. Yeah.
Been the same for 21 years, man.
Come on now.
You can always.
I'm right there behind.
Yeah, drop by the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you know what I say,
is.
I ain't got no problem with that, man. But like I said, I would much rather listen to your story than read the obituary.
Yeah.
I done had enough, people fall off this earth. I had a couple friends that's the only outlook they thought they had. And sadly, but But going back to what you were saying before I jumped into that, man, hey, I appreciate everybody. If whether you a cooking client, customer, like I say, shout out to my Ronald whole order, the parents, kids, my coaches. I thank the world of them. I try my best to listen and try to adapt to whatever they got going on, and listen to ideas and all that. I can only get better.
Mm-hmm.
I will not retract back into mediocrity. It ain't gonna work. And to my family, like, man, my big brother, dude, man, I cannot tell you how much he truly means to me. We can disagree about something, but it ain't an insult. He feel how he feel, I feel how I feel. We talk. Me and him have struggled together, and we talked enough and stayed in contact with enough each other to get us both out of where we could see better and do better. Big shout out to Unc, being on the show, but he been like big brother. Jimmy Bonaparte, Jason Coleman,
Jimmy.
And of course we got our own little, we take care of each other's families. We look out. We talk. You know what I mean? And just the love I got for, man, it's crazy, dude. Some days I sit around and I'll let that middle just go too far, but I have to revert back to all the people I know love me and look out for me and you kind of have to use that sometimes to get through those days. Big shout out to my auntie, Estella Scott. I mean, her son was like little brother to me, you know, and it's been almost coming up on 2 years he been gone. So it's, you know, I got a sweet when it comes to my family, and of course, you know, to the one I'm married to, she get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm trying to tell you, boy, all 5'2" of them.
It's a hard journey without them.
Yeah,
It's a hard journey.
yeah. But I mean, like I say, I appreciate you all, man, because you don't have to tune in. You know, you can leave us trash comments. You can do a lot of stuff. They just don't. I get the love.
Yeah.
You know, I see people that always, you know, that want to get on. You know, and I see people that, you know, that send me text messages and stuff. Hey man, look, you know, y'all keep doing your thing, and that's what we're gonna continue to do.
Sounds good.
So for me, to you, sir, I will be contacting the lady as soon as we get off of this thing here about setting up a date we can go feed some folks,
Okay.
and we'll line it out from there. Next week, like I say, I'm hoping to get the mental health one in for next week. If not, then we will go with that part two, which is gonna be very interesting because I've been itching for this one, man.
Yeah.
You know, so and if not, then the week after that will be the men's mental health edition, and I think we're gonna close out the end of the month with entrepreneurs. I'm gonna try to get as many people that was in that class with me to just pop in and give a synopsis of what they do and showing off, you know, their goods and services. You know, so it's almost like they get their own 30, 3-minute commercial or something, you know, but they try to keep it going, and we're just gonna keep going, you know, as much stuff as we can run across, we're gonna put it out there.
Yeah, we're gonna have the kids on pretty soon for the live sports feed.
That is
tough.
That is Carolina Rhinos Media Day, baby. It's a media day event,
and it's going down.
From my 5 and 6 year olds all the way to my 12-year-olds, the coaches, some of the parents. Man, it's gonna be a cookout. It's gonna be a little bit of everything.
Bananas.
So, and guess who doing the mic? The man, Jay Cutter, died. So you know, you and them kids gonna be.
Oh, we gotta have it.
Yeah, that's gonna be too funny. That's gonna be too funny.
We gotta have it. We're gonna get ours.
Matter of fact, get ours in. But we might have to give you a custom. We're gonna have to get you a custom jersey.
Don't do that, because I'm gonna be smiling too hard. They ain't gonna be able to
Jay Cutter straight across the back.
They ain't gonna be able to be around it.
Yeah.
Like, why do you see this? Why I earned
right there.
stripes? I earned to do it again.
But like I said, shout out to everybody, man. That is nothing but mad love.
Yeah, it's all love.
We just jumping out here, man. Like I said, I'll be contacting a lot of y'all. Hey man, come through on the show, sit down there, and even if you ain't on the subject, you know, just come and sit in with us, cut up with us. You know what I mean? Because that's what this one is all about.
Yeah.
You know, and luckily it's our platform. We can do, you know, pretty much what we want to do, and but like I said, as long as me and that man hanging out with this cat, man, it's always been positive. Let's do something for the community. Let's be involved.
Yeah.
You know.
For years.
Now we done some foolishness.
Oh, yeah.
But
we have our time foolery.
Yeah. But for the most part, that's what we got going on. So much love to you all guys, and have a safe week. Be a blessing to somebody, and man, I guess we'll catch you next Saturday, boss.
Yeah, sounds good. Next week, man, y'all uplift somebody this week that you didn't uplift last week. I'll let you, man. Peace, y'all. Love.